Thank you, Natalie. By now, you know everything. So I'm not going to bore you in reading these takeaways. And now I'm going to make my investor relations officer nervous, because I want to share with you more personal stuff and more philosophical stuff about what we are doing at Stellantis. It's important that you understand what is the mindset of this team. So let's start with the people. The team you have seen today is 1/3 of the top leadership team that is creating value for you at Stellantis. 1/3. And they are all part of this team under the same profile. The profile is people that are competitive and people that have a global view of the world, which means that we used to say that we take the high road. What does it mean to take the high road? It means we don't get stuck in mediocre tensions, in nationalistic tensions. We understand that our mission is to make Stellantis a great, profitable and growing company. So it's important that you realize that all of these excellent executives, they are here to serve you, and they represent the core of the engine. They are competitive, they are super well educated, they are working as a team, and they want to demonstrate to you that this company has an enormous potential. And I would like to share with you one very simple story. When we created Stellantis in December 2019, as you remember, we went out saying we have a binding deal, we are creating Stellantis. It was in December 2019. Then March 2020 came. Boom. COVID. I remember that in August and September of 2020, I was sitting in my Portuguese farm under an olive tree with my smartphone discussing with my good friend John Elkann. And we were renegotiating the terms of the deal because COVID had changed so many things. And those discussions were very productive, and they led, of course, to concluding the deal and closing in January 2021. So this company was born 13 months between December 2019 and January 2021. More than 1,500 filings, more than 800 executives working together through video meetings, some of them with the COVID, and they created this company bottom up. So this team of highly diverse people taking the high road with a stellar education and a competitive mindset, this team have a moral responsibility to make Stellantis a highly successful company. And they get it. They get it. So it's important that you understand that at the end of the day, Stellantis was born under an olive tree. And for those who don't know what an olive tree represents, I can share this knowledge with you. It represents wisdom and resilience. An olive tree is the tree of wisdom and resilience. And this is in this context that Stellantis was born. So these people that I have the privilege to lead, they understand that this is not only about TSR, this is not only about balance sheets, this is not only about liquidities. Yes, it is all about that, but it is also about respecting the bottom-up dynamics that led to the creation of Stellantis back in January 2021. And this is possibly the biggest driver of your decisions, because at the end of the day, you are investing in people. At the end of the day. So I'm so privileged and so proud that you could today experience what it takes to be working with such great executives. And I think this is possibly the most important takeaway that is not on this slide, is that you understand the power of Stellantis bench, the power of the people that are creating value for you. From there, I would like also to tell you that when we say we are competitive people, in December 2019, we committed to you that the value creation of Stellantis was driven by no less than 4 billion euros of synergies. That's what we told you back in December 2019. When we made the update of the deal under COVID conditions, we moved from 4 to 5. Even if we don't report anymore, right now we are north of 8. So we started at 4. We are north of 8 billion euros. Understand that the precise number is 8.4. Which means what? Which means that this team is moving from efficiency to effectiveness. And there is a big difference between these two words. Efficiency is linear, effectiveness is circular. Efficiency is a number, effectiveness is a ratio. So we are understanding that the world is moving from linear to circular, from efficiency to effectiveness, and we are using the education of our people, the brains of our people, our own brains, to be as effective as we can do, as effective as we can be, because we are managing your money. And this is why everything that was presented to you today is so focused on performance. And what we used to say, including to my union partners, is that only performance protects. Right now, the world, if you consider that you are in a flattish GDP, you have a world that is broken down in two parts. One part is the people to whom you say, don't worry, I'm going to protect you. Another part is the people to whom you say, take care of yourself, go racing. At Stellantis, we decided to go racing. Why? Because if you tell an organization that you are protected in a way or another, the only thing you are telling them is that you will get poorer. Because being open to the harshest competition is the best way to progress. And that's why it is so important that the people that are taking care of your money are highly competitive people. Because it's the only way to move, is to go racing. So be convinced that this is a racing team. But we don't always win. Because when we win, we are happy, because sometimes we don't. And this is exactly the mindset of Stellantis. It's a bottom-up driven merger that is focused on performance that protects. We go racing. We don't expect anybody to protect us. We just need to be the best. And we are not the best, which means we have a world of opportunities in front of us. And that is super, super exciting. I would like also to tell you that from everything you have heard today, I hope it is obvious for you that Stellantis, with their Forward 2030, has the right strategy. Which is not a marginal statement given the chaos in which we are all operating. It's not a minor statement to say, therefore 2030 is the right strategic plan, as we have a clear vision destination. And next year, will tell you what are the results of the first leg of this plan. So we have the right plan. So what do we have ahead of us? We have the permanent seek of operational excellence. As we have the right plan, now we have to execute. We have to execute in an excellent manner. But we are not looking for our way. We know where we are going. We just know that we have a certain number of bumps that we need to overcome, a certain number of problems that we need to solve. And they are absolutely clearly identified. And this racing team of well-educated, high-road-driven people that have a global view of the world, they are here to solve those problems, and they will. So I want you to understand that. And from here, as I don't want to be boring, I just would like to thank you for your attention and move to the Q&A session. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now take a 5-minute break before the Q&A session begins.